In this video, we're going to be checking out some of the brand new cases made by Ringke for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. We also have a brand new Folio grip wallet case that we're going to be testing out, along with a little stand grip wallet. And stick around until the end of the video because we will be doing a drop and a scratch test to test out their tempered glass as well. And by the end of this video, you'll know which one of these accessories are right for you. And if you guys want to pick any of these up, I will be putting product links in the video description. So let's get started. And then here we have the Ringke Onyx case that does have MagSafe built in. So here is the case, and just to let you know that this is one of my favorite cases that Ringke makes. I do like how simple and thin it is, and I love the fact that they've included MagSafe into it. It does have a really nice, like a very soft textured backing to it. It's not soft, but it's like subtle. It's subtle. It's not very aggressive, but it does have a little bit of a texture to it, and it's got like a kind of like a plastic backing surrounded by a kind of like a firm rubbery type material. And you can see on the inside we do have our MagSafe. So we'll put our phone inside the case. Fits the phone really well, feels good in hand. It does have like this subtle texture on the side to help with grip. On the other side, the buttons, nice and clicky, easily pressable. They also don't come off the case very much. They're kind of like very subtle as well. And if we take a look at the phone from the side, you can see that it's got a good raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case and a little less in the middle, and that's for swiping back and forth. I also do not have a tempered glass screen protector on the phone. You can see that we do have that slight texturing along the side of the case with our lanyard hole. It also keeps the phone pretty slim. On the bottom, we've got our cutouts. We do have a good cutout for accessing that S Pen. No issues there. On the other side, we have that same texture with a lanyard hole and our volume and our power button. On the back, again, it's got that very subtle texturing, so it doesn't show any fingerprints, which I absolutely love. And it also seems to have a pretty good raised edge around our camera lenses too. Really nice case. So now let's test out our MagSafe. Got our MagSafe power bank. Clips onto the back, charges your phone immediately. And it's got a pretty decent hold. It's not the strongest MagSafe hold, but it will hold your accessory onto your phone and not really have to worry about it kind of falling off. Again, like I said, this is one of my more favorite cases that Ringke makes because it does offer your phone some decent protection, keeps it nice and slim, and I really like this, the texturing on the back and the MagSafe built in. And then here we have the Ringke Folio Grip Wallet magnetic case. So this Folio wallet is meant to be used with another case that does have MagSafe built into it. It is covered in a leather type material. It's held together with this little magnetic clasp. And if we look on the inside, it's got like this soft fabric. Here's the MagSafe ring. We've got a couple card holders right here. And on the back, we have another little slot for a card, maybe one that you use most of the time. And we also have this little strap that you can easily put your finger through to get a better hold on your phone. So we'll put this case inside the Folio. Clips right into place. As you can see, it's holding onto the MagSafe pretty good, where it's not going to just fall off your phone. And then again, it holds together with this little magnetic strap, and it looks great. Like, it feels really good in the hand. It looks really nice. It's nice and it's fairly thin for a wallet case, but I think that looks really nice. And then again, you can put your finger to the back here, so it'll give you a better grip on that Folio wallet. Yeah, that looks really nice. It's not it's not sagging or anything. It's really like stuck flush with the phone. And then if you want to open up the case, you just, kind of remove the strap, open up your wallet, and there are all your cards, and you can access your phone. You can access the buttons very easily just by using your other hand to kind of press those buttons in. It's a little bit harder to reach those buttons with your other hand, especially if you don't have longer fingers. And then you have this strap here. It does not fold back on itself. I mean, you can fold it back underneath your fingers, but it doesn't just, there's nothing to hold on to it. And if you want to fold the cover back on itself, you can. But again, there's nothing, holding it together at that point, but you can still very easily, kind of hold on to the phone and then access the buttons that way. Really nice idea, especially if you want to add that Folio option to your phone. Oh, there's also this long slot here that I forgot to mention, that you can put some money or something like that in there. So there's quite a few different cards and things you can put into this wallet. And it holds together well. It doesn't, this little magnetic piece holds well. It's not going to just flop open or anything like that. And it doesn't look or feel cheap either. I think that's a pretty nice idea. You can see it doesn't obstruct your cameras or anything on the back. And if you want to pull that tight, you can do that as well. So there's no, little strap in the back obstructing your hand. It also does have a pretty decent hold on the case as well. I don't think you're going to have to worry about the phone just falling out. But of course, if you were to hold it by this and, flop it around violently, of course, the case is going to come off. But if you're just using it normally, it does have a good hold on there. And if you don't want to use the Folio case, you can just take it off and use your regular case. So like I said, I think it's a pretty cool idea, especially if you want to have your own case, but still get the use of the Folio wallet. And we'll put some cards inside the case here just so you can see how tight it is. They slide in there pretty good. They don't feel like they're going to just slide out. Put that in there. Put this in here. Yeah, I think the cards they're in there pretty good. Again, they're not going to just fall out of your wallet. And this is good if you have like an ID or something. You can easily slide that out if you need. And to get the other cards out, you kind of have to, bend back the case a little bit to get your fingers in there. But this is what it looks like when it's totally full. We have a little bit of a gap because of the cards, but it's still fairly slim. And then if we want to use a card in that back holder here, kind of slide this in here like this. This is in there. This is in there a little tighter. But we do have this little piece where you can kind of push the card out and then access that. But you would probably want this part to be a little tighter because it is on the outside of the case, and you don't want your card or something to just kind of fall out. So it's in there pretty good. And you can also just slide these out with your thumb as well. You don't have to like dig your finger in there, but they are held in there pretty good. And if you don't want the whole Folio, but you still want a little wallet case, we've got the Ringke Stand Grip Wallet. So here is that. It is covered again in that same type of leather. We do have that little kind of finger strap, so you can still put your finger to the back to hold on to your phone. And it also does double as a stand and a card holder. You can put a couple cards in here. It's got a nice solid hinge that'll keep your phone in pretty much any orientation you put it in. And we also have a card holder on the back as well. So this just simply clips onto the back right where your MagSafe would be. And then you can put your hand in here, hold on to that. As far as the hold goes, seems to be a pretty strong hold. Again, if you're like really jostling your phone around, it will probably come off, but if you're just using it normally, you shouldn't have any issues. And then again, it acts like a kickstand, so you can kind of angle your phone up, or you can lay it down in the landscape mode. And then you can kind of slide your cards in here, maybe your ID, or just kind of open this up, and then you can put some more cards on the inside here. Like that. That's really in there. Like, your cards are not going to just fall out. You're going to have to really try to get the cards out if you want. Just kind of fold up like that. And then if you don't want the strap, you can just simply pull that tight and it kind of flattens out. And you just pull this up if you want that little strap. And then you can also push your card up from the inside here. And then on the inside cards, you just kind of push those up and the cards will come out, but they won't just fall out if you don't want the cards to come out of the case. So that is pretty cool too, and feels nice and premium because it does have that kind of leather type feel. And then here we have the Ringke Rugged Gear case that's got MagSafe built in. And here is the case. It kind of looks like the back of the Onyx case, but it's more aggressive to probably give you a better drop protection. I think it looks pretty cool. It's pretty flexible, and it's also got MagSafe built in. The same texture on the side as the Onyx. Same subtle texture on the back. More aggressive buttons. Those look really cool. So we'll put our phone inside the case here. I'm pretty excited for this. This might be one of my brand new favorite cases. Feels good in the hand. It's got like a texture on the side to help with grip. Buttons are very clicky, easily accessible because they made the buttons a little bit thicker, and they also made them a little textured. We have the reinforcements in the edges of the case as well to help with drop protection. And if we look at it from the side, you can see it's got a pretty good raised edge as well, and it also keeps your phone fairly slim. We have our lanyard hole on the side here, along with that texturing. We've got our cutouts on the bottom. Same good cutout for our S Pen. On the other side, again, you can see the texturing along with the fatter buttons with the texture. I absolutely love that. Makes it really easy to find and press. And on the back, it's got that subtle type of texturing that does not show any fingerprints. And we do have a pretty good raised edge around our cameras as well. That's really nice. I really like this case. Let's test out our MagSafe. Clips onto the back, charges your phone immediately. And it's got an okay hold. Again, it's not going to just drop your MagSafe accessory, but if you were to hold on to the MagSafe accessory and jostle your phone around, it would probably fall off. It's got an adequate hold. It's not the strongest that I've felt on a case, but I do think it will hold your phone in place if you're going to be using a MagSafe accessory. The only thing I will say about this case is the very bottom portion of the case here does seem to be a slight weak point because it is so thin, and it's kind of trying to go over the little edge here. It might, you can see that it's kind of coming off the phone a little bit. Just kind of, it's just like a weak point. It's not very strong. So that's the only thing that I can see with this case. You can see that it's kind of trying to go out over the front of the phone to hold on to it, but it's kind of like coming off the bottom. But other than that, this seems to be a really nice case. Absolutely love the aggressive edges, the texturing, and the buttons on the side is got to be my favorite. And then here we have the Ringke Fusion Bold case with MagSafe built in. And here is the case. You can see that it's got a clear plastic backing. It's got these protectors on it just to keep it, nice and fingerprint free until you get to it. It also has MagSafe built in, and it's got like a rubbery type material covering the sides of the case as well. So the first thing you want to do is to peel off these stickers. You can see how nice and clear the case is. It's also very light as well. We'll put our phone inside the case. Feels pretty good in the hand. It does have that same texturing on the side here. As far as the buttons are nice and clicky, easily pressable. They are a little small, which makes it a little bit harder to find and press, but they still do work. If we look at the phone from the side, you can see it's got an aggressive raised edge on the top and the bottom of the phone, not so much in the middle. I also do not have a tempered glass screen protector on the phone. We also have our lanyard hole and that texturing on the side. We've got our cutouts on the bottom. Easy access for our S Pen. On the other side, we have that same texturing with the lanyard hole, our power button, and our volume buttons. And on the back, we do have a nice clear backing. Shows off the color of your phone. And as far as fingerprints, does seem to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints, so that's good. We've got our MagSafe ring, and we also have our raised edges around the camera lenses. So now let's test out our MagSafe. We've got our little MagSafe stand here, clips onto the back, and it's got a pretty decent hold on the back as well. But if you rotate it to the side, it's even stronger. So I think what's happening is because there's a slight raised edge around the camera lenses, it's actually lifting up the MagSafe accessory, as you can see right here, and not creating such a strong hold. But if I rotate it to where it's not touching that little bump and it's sitting flush, it gets even stronger. So I think what Ringke probably needed to do is to make a case that kind of comes up to the edge here. So the MagSafe accessory will go over the little bump of the camera to give it a stronger MagSafe hold. It's kind of hard because they put the MagSafe is right here, and it needs to be to charge the phone, but that's what's keeping, yeah, like it's stronger. If I put the MagSafe power bank on an angle where it's not hitting this bump, it actually feels stronger. But if I put it like this, to where you can see it's getting lifted up by that little camera bump, the MagSafe connection isn't nearly as strong. So that's definitely one thing to keep in mind. So if you're going to be using a MagSafe accessory that just simply uses a circle like this, it'll be a much stronger connection. But definitely not a bad case. Again, it keeps your phone pretty slim, does offer some pretty good protection, and it shows off the color of your phone on the back. And then here we have the Ringke Alice case. It's got MagSafe built in with a metal kickstand on the back. And here is the case. You can see it's got the MagSafe ring on the inside, and it's also got this really kind of aggressive kind of texturing and pattern on the inside. Looks pretty cool. On the back here, again, you can see it's got a MagSafe ring with a metal kickstand that comes out, and it also rotates. So that's pretty cool. I like the little clicks. It's got a whole bunch. It feels satisfying as you're rotating it. But that is pretty cool. It also seems to be a two-piece design. So we've got that kind of inner TPU material surrounded by the harder backing. So we'll put our phone inside the case here. And then we'll just kind of press on this back. You can probably put your phone in here without taking the back off. I just wanted to show you that it was a two-piece design. Feels really nice in the hand. It's got kind of like a smooth rubbery type feel to it. Buttons on the side. Nice and clicky. Easily pressable, and they're also big. So you can find them a lot easier and press them and not have to worry about, any small buttons. If we take a look at the phone from the side, you can see that it's got a pretty even raised edge all the way around the phone. It also does add a little bit of extra bulk to the phone, but not a lot. You can see it's got the reinforcements in the corners. It's got this really cool texturing on the bottom here with the smooth back plastic. We've got our cutouts on the bottom. You can easily access that S Pen, no issues there. On the other side, we have the same kind of texture with our power and our volume buttons. It's pretty cool. And on the back, again, it's got kind of like a silicone type feel to it, so it's not going to show any fingerprints. We've got our MagSafe ring that also doubles as a kickstand, and we also kind of have a raised edge around our camera lenses. The lenses also seem to be kind of pushed down inside the case as well, so you don't have to worry about anything touching that. And that MagSafe ring is, again, it's all metal. It's very solid, and it seems to pretty much stay in any orientation you're going to put it in. It doesn't just flop around. So if we want to watch some Netflix or something like that, you have a lot of adjustment towards your face, which is pretty nice. And let's see if we can make it stand up in a portrait mode. And we can. And we also have some adjustment there too. That's pretty nice. And then it just kind of folds back flush into the case. So let's test out our MagSafe. It's got a nice strong hold, charges your phone immediately, and you can also rotate that MagSafe accessory 360 degrees. I like those clicks. Very cool. I kind of feel like I would just want to rotate my MagSafe accessory all day, kind of like a fidget toy. That is pretty cool. I haven't felt that on any other case that I've reviewed yet. As far as the hold, it's got a pretty good hold on the back as well because nothing's obstructing the MagSafe accessory. It's simply just right on that that metal ring. That is so cool. That's a lot of fun. Very cool case. And here we have the Ringke Fusion case in a matte clear. And here is the case. It does have a clear hard backing surrounded by a softer rubbery type material. And before you put your phone in here, you want to take these protectors off. And as you can see, it's got a nice matte backing, so it keeps down those fingerprints, which I absolutely love. And I think this also comes with an option to get MagSafe built in too. The matte cases are definitely my favorite because I don't like seeing a ton of fingerprints on the back, and this case definitely helps. It does have a really nice grip to it, feels good in the hand. Buttons are nice and clicky, easily pressable. And if we take a look at it from the side, you can see that it's got an aggressive raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case and a little less in the middle. It also keeps the phone fairly slim. We've got these little bubbles in the corners for drop protection. Our lanyard hole on the bottom here. We have our cutouts along with that cutout for your S Pen, so you can easily access that. We've got our power button that's got kind of like a texture on there with our volume buttons. And you can see kind of like the Ringke logo with the lanyard hole on the side. On the back, again, shows off the color of your phone, but does not show fingerprints. Absolutely love it, and it feels nice and smooth. So you don't have to worry about seeing all that grease. It just looks nice and subtle, like frosted glass. Really cool, definitely my favorite. And then we have a raised edge around our camera lenses as well. Really nice case. I would like to have the option to have the MagSafe, because it's just going to add functionality to your case. And then you got that matte on the back. Looks really cool. Keeps your phone pretty slim. And it's got some pretty decent protection as well. I think all case manufacturers should use a matte clear instead of a gloss, because who wants to see fingerprints? But let me know what you guys think. Would you care about fingerprints? Would you rather have the gloss? Do you like the matte? Let me know in the comments below. Then here we have the Ringke Fusion X in a camo. So here is the case. It's got a really cool kind of transparent camo look. It's also got a kind of texturing on the back. It's also fairly light. We do have some reinforcements in the corners as well. That's why this is another one of my favorite cases. We've got the aggressive buttons on the side. We also do have a film on the inside that you're going to want to remove before you put your phone inside the case. So we'll put our phone inside the case here. Feels really good in the hand. It does have some grip to it. These buttons on the side make it very easily pressable, nice and clicky. I love that. You can see the aggressive reinforcements in these corners here. If we look at the phone from the side, you can see it's got a raised edge on the front and the bottom, or the top and the bottom of the phone. You can see those aggressive little corners here. It also keeps the phone pretty slim. We've got our texturing on the side with our lanyard hole, those aggressive corners, cutouts on the bottom. You can very easily access your S Pen, no issues there. We've got our textured power button with our volume buttons on the side, texturing on the bottom, and our lanyard hole. It's got like a little finger grip on the top here, a little cutout. And on the back, shows off the color of your phone with that camo. I think it looks really cool. You can also get this in just a clear as well. You don't need to get the camo, but I particularly like this. And we do have a pretty good aggressive raised edge around our camera lenses as well. And also when you put your phone on its back and you're typing, the case doesn't just rock back and forth either. And that's what these little kind of nubs are on the side. Very cool case. This is another case that I've used multiple times on past phones as well. Really nice case, feels good in the hand, and I love the protection in the corners. And then here we have the Ringke silicone magnetic case. And here is the case. Looks really nice, feels really cool. It's got that nice soft silicone type feel to it. On the inside, it does have like a micro suede so your phone doesn't get scratched up. We also do have MagSafe built in, and you can get this in other colors as well. The edges of the case are also pretty firm, covered in that silicone. The only thing is on the bottom here, this little piece is not reinforced with the hard plastic, so it's just pure silicone. So we'll put our phone inside the case here. Fits the phone really well. Feels great in the hand. It's got that silicone feel to it. The buttons on the side, easily pressable, nice and clicky. If we take a look at it from the side, you can see it's got a pretty even edge all the way around the front of the phone. And it also keeps the phone fairly slim. We've got our cutouts on the bottom. You can easily access that S Pen. No problems there. Again, this is a point, like a weak point of it. It's because it's so thin. It's just this silicone, which may wear out over time, but only time will tell. And we've got our silicone buttons on the other side. On the back, nice and smooth, doesn't show any fingerprints. And the camera lenses are, I would say they're pretty much flush with the back of the case, so really not a lot of protection there. Let's test out our MagSafe. Got a pretty good strong hold on the case. Works really well. You don't have to worry about your phone just falling off or the MagSafe accessory falling off as well, because this case again does not have any raised edges that the MagSafe accessory is going to lift up from, so it's got a nice strong connection to the MagSafe. Very nice. So that is a pretty cool case. I do like the way that it feels and the way that it fits the phone. The only thing that, again, worries me is the soft silicone down at the bottom of the case. But other than that, this is a very affordable option versus the Apple silicone case. And that MagSafe on here seems to have a nice strong hold as well. And then here we have Ringke's clear tempered glass screen protector. So now we're going to test out the Ringke clear tempered glass screen protector. So we get 2 tempered glass screen protectors and an installation guide to make it super easy to install. And we also get 2 installation kits. So the first thing we need to do is to thoroughly clean up our screen with the alcohol wipe, then dry it off, then use the dust sticker to remove any dust. Then take your screen protector with the guide, making sure that the top portion is going towards the camera on your phone. We're going to just put this whole thing over the top of the phone and kind of press it into place. Then hold down on the guide with one hand and pull out the little tab with the other. So for some reason it ripped when I was pulling this out. So I'm just going to have to kind of install this by hand. I'm going to put a case on my phone to use as a guide. And just to be clear, I wasn't pressing down on the guide super hard. I was just holding it in place. I've never had this happen before. So we're just going to take this out. And then we can use these little wings in the side as a kind of like a guide. So you can see it kind of adhering to the phone. Just kind of helping it along with my finger. And there we go. Wipe it down a little bit. Looks like got some of my finger or something on the underside of the screen. I probably touched it when I was taking it off. But other than that, and the installation looks pretty good, even for me having to do it manually. So there is the screen protector. It is a full coverage screen protector. Looks pretty nice. I'll take my case off now just so we can kind of get a better look at the screen protector. So I did get some fingerprints underneath the top portion there, but other than that, I don't see any bubbles, no lifting. It does leave a slight gap all the way around the phone for case compatibility. As far as fingerprints, it does pick up some fingerprints on the screen, but you can easily wipe those away. Now, one thing about this screen protector is it doesn't have any anti-reflective properties, so you're going to lose the anti-reflective coating on your phone if you use the screen protector. You may or may not care about that. So now let's test out our Face ID. Face ID is working perfectly fine, and I also do have my fingerprints registered, so let's try that. If your fingerprints aren't working, I would definitely recommend re-inputting them. But my fingerprints do seem to be working with the screen protector, so that's a plus. And as you can see, the screen is crystal clear. Touch working perfectly fine, no issues there. Very nice. So let's take a look at our front camera because it does cover the camera lens. I don't see any issues there. Everything looks nice and clear. And now let's take a look at the screen as if we were looking at it through polarized sunglasses. And you can see that it does have a pretty significant rainbow effect. So if you're looking at the screen dead on, you're still probably going to see some sort of a rainbow, and it just kind of gets a little worse as you twist and turn the phone. And then let's test out our S Pen. So there is a slight resistance with the screen protector, but the S Pen seems to be working perfectly fine. Yeah, no issues there. And as far as touch, feels nice and smooth, just like the glasses on the phone, and the edges are also rounded off. So let's put it in another one of our cases here, see about case compatibility. And it seems to fit the case perfectly. As you can see, there's just a very slight gap around the bottom and on the top and on the side. So there's no lifting, no bubbles. This screen protector does fit this the Ringke cases perfectly. So minus the installation process, which definitely could have been a little better, everything seems to be working pretty well with this screen protector. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. So for this test, we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go, 2 feet. Moving on to 3 feet. 4 feet. 5 feet. 5 feet. All right, so the screen protector lasted up until a 5-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off our test with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then a number 7. So if we take a look at the screen, you can see that there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance is pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector should have been really easy. I'm not sure if I just got a bad batch or what happened, but the little tab ripped when I was trying to pull it out from the installation tray. So that was that. It also does seem to work well with the in-display fingerprint sensor and the S Pen. It does also seem to be case friendly. It lasted up until a 5-foot drop, and scratch resistance is pretty standard for tempered glass. So those were the cases and accessories that Ringke offers for the brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra. For my favorite cases, definitely have to be the Rugged Gear case and the Fusion X case. But which one of these cases was your favorite and why? Let me know in the comments below. The reason why I really love Ringke is because they have some really great case offerings at a very affordable price. They're not super expensive like some of the other cases out there are. They keep your phone pretty slim. They offer some good protection, and again, at an affordable price. And again, if you guys want to pick any of these up, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.